Hi, thanks for checking out our channel. This is going to be, it's going to be hopefully a repair video on a Blitzer, 25 miles, one output dual unit. Yeah, AC model, so I had a brain fart for a second. But anyways, we're going to, something loose on the inside. Well, I'm not going to plug it in. I typically don't plug any unit that comes into us for repair. I hardly ever just plug them in. I usually take them apart, look them over real quick, and then we'll test a few things, and then we'll plug it in. So that's what I typically do on these things, because they're in here usually for a reason, so there's no reason to plug them in without opening them, because they got to be taken apart anyways. So, but anyways, if you got one of these things, or another size, bigger, smaller, or another brand, we work on all that stuff. We work on electric fence boxes of all sorts of styles and ages, old ones from 50, 60 years ago, new ones being built today. We also work on livestock scales, cattle scales, low bars and stuff like the EID tag readers for mostly Gallagher's. But on the weigh bars, we can work on True Test and Gallagher's. All right, let's take this apart. So we get free quotes, and there's not a one size repair cost on fixing these things. We treat them all as an individual repair. There's not a flat rate repair cost to fix one. So people ask me, well, what's the cost to fix one of the things? Like, well, what's wrong with it? Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know what to quote you. Send it in. So you gotta send them in to us. I can't just guess. Because it could be something small for $30, could be something high for $100, but I'm just throwing out numbers there. But it can be cheap and be pricey. It really depends on what's wrong with it. All right, well, the piece that was rolling around is a piece of plastic. Get out of there. All right. Well, it looks like the transformer might be arcing down here at the base. Or, whoa, no, it's all black and burnt. Okay, well, this definitely needs to be replaced. But let's do a few quick other little checks first, because I want to check the primary side of the transformer first. If it's good, then I'm going to plug it in, just see what it does. Because if it's ohming out good, which it is, let's plug this in real quick. Come on. And come on. My back side of the board looks okay, but I can definitely tell this is all burnt up over here. So it's definitely, and hopefully what this thing's going to do, hopefully it will click and pulse, but no output. All right, it's clicking, but it's going to be no output on it, just because I can see that the primary, the secondary side of the transformer is all burnt up. Yeah, see, it's all scorched. It should be nice and red. It's all black and burnt and everything. So, yeah, this transformer's all good. All right, we don't use their transformers because they're junk. So we use a different transformer inside these. This is the one I use here. It sits right down inside there. Put that a little bit higher voltage. It's made for, I think, up to a 4 joule unit. And this is 1 joule, so this transformer is plenty capable of handling the power going through it. Now, one thing I don't remember offhand, I think it might be long enough to where I don't know if I have to. Sometimes you have to extend the wires, sometimes you don't. Yeah, see, this one's too short, so we're going to have to we're going to strip this back. And we're going to solder and heat shrink those two wires together. Alright, get the heat shrink out. Take up both the red and blue. I don't know which one I'm going to use. We'll try the red one first. We'll just cut it in half. Slide this down here. Get that kind of sitting there. And we're going to fuse the two together. That gets hot. Bring this over here. I'm going to take this heat shrink, move it up and over, slide it over the solder joint. And then we'll take a heat gun. Alright, so now we'll take this, trim that back a little bit more. And then I need a couple of female spec connectors. Now these have red, black wires on them, but these really, they don't have a polarity to them, so, but they might just do that just for, I don't know, for wire sake or something, I don't know. There's no polarity to it really. There's input and output, but there's not a reason for the output. Alright, let's plug this back in. Test it here. $10,000 volts. It's taking a spark at a jump. You go from ground to fence. The camera's not always picking it up, but it's got a good 1/4 inch spark, give or take, jumping out of it. So, alright, so we'll tuck these wires kind of down out of the way. Now it doesn't have a light bulb on it anymore, so the other one had a little circuit board, or not, a little light bulb belt onto it, but half the time those things burn out, you can't see them anyway, so most people don't care about the bulb not being able to be seen. So we're just going to put it back together. Now, two of the screw mounts, there's a, see how small that hole is, how big that hole is, the black plastic there broke, same as down here. So what are we going to do? Alright, let's see if we can put a washer right there. Yeah, that'll work. I don't want to go too big. Let's see. I think that'll fit. Let me go get some epoxy real quick. Two-part epoxy I like to use for like this kind of application. They make, there's all kinds of brands out there. I like this kind. It's by you can get it at Walmart. It's by Permatex. It's not a self-leveling, so it's not like a really runny stuff. It's pretty thick. Well, I like it because it's not runny, because you can put it down in place and it kind of holds its position, and it sets up pretty quick. So we'll take, I'm not going to use a bunch of it because I don't need a bunch of it, but we're going to use this little thing here. We're going to, come on. Oh shit, I have to pull that little thing out. Alright, let's try this again. A mix of 1 to 1, you know, pretty close. And then we're going to mix it up. I don't need this much of it, but that's what came out. It's pretty thick, goopy stuff, but it's not runny, which is what I like, because it stays in place. So we'll take a little dab of it here. We'll put it on this washer. And then I'm going to just set it there, kind of push it into place. Get the other little washer, put a little dab on it there, and maybe on the other side as well. But when it hardens up, it turns to like a rock. It's really good stuff. Center that right there. And once it sets up, it basically, you know, you're done. It'll turn to a rock basically. And then we'll take this and put it back on there. And I'm going to back the pressure, pull it back a little so it release a little pressure off of it. And then I'll put this on the side and we'll use it again next time. But that's one of the epoxies that we use. And then when we put this back together, the screw will set up against the case and the washer and everything, and help hold everything in place. Might just take a little bit of that, maybe put it on the side there. As a little reassurance. As well as right here. I don't want anything on top because I want to glue the case together. Alright. Okay, so we'll take this, and it goes like that. Oh, come on. Usually you don't have to modify any of the cases there. So the transfer just sits right down inside there. Alright, what do we got going on here? I'll trim off some of the plastic here, get it out of the way. And that's what's in the way. This piece of plastic here, maybe. Yeah, this piece of plastic was bumped up against the transfer. Since it is a different shape, oops, it's similar but different shape. Screw. Alright, we'll plug it in real quick. No light on it anymore, but it still clicks. Nice hot little unit. So pretty cheap fix for it. Alright, well that's it for this little video. Subscribe and like the video. Appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Tell your friends about us. Send us your broken stuff for us to work on. We'll fix it up for you. There's your information. We work on cattle scale and low bar as well. Work on all brands and ages. Free estimates. 1.5 year warranty. Alright, until next time. See you guys later on.